Today I'm going to give my thoughts on Raw and preview Extreme Rules this week on the Wrestling Report. Welcome to the Wrestling Report, your number one source for wrestling news, opinions, rumors, and predictions on YouTube. And I am, as always, Chi-Town Guy 89. Now, we will go over Raw tonight and a couple other things. So let's get right down to it. Raw kicked off with The Authority minus Triple H and Stephanie, and according to rumors, Stephanie could be gone as long as a month for appearances at places that would take her away from Raw. So that would be interesting. And Authority cuts a promo, and then Orton comes out and demands a world title match at Extreme Rules, and Kane's like, no, you're going to have to earn it. It's going to be you, Ryback, and Roman Reigns in a triple threat match. The winner gets Rollins, and Rollins isn't happy because what heel wants to defend their title ever. And then Kane says, and you'll all three have matches earlier on in the night, and yours is first, and it's against me. And it's right now, and they have the match, and Kane gets disqualified. And he goes to try and beat him up some more, and Orton makes a little comeback and escapes the Authority beatdown. And then later on in the night, the New Day looks to turn heel. It's all over the place. This is going to be, I don't remember exactly what happened when. But New Day turned heel, apparently, or started to. They cut a promo saying that if they didn't do their whole stupid clapping thing, they would rage on people, and talked about and ran down a fan who asked him for an autograph. And they went out and lost to the Lucha Dragons, who I like the Lucha Dragons. I'm glad they're on the main roster. I'd like to see them face Kid and Cesaro. I think that'd be great. That'd be great stuff. Kid and Cesaro versus the Lucha Dragons. Book that. Book that for Extreme Rules. I'm going to be there. I want that. And then Neville, in his second Raw match, faced Seth Rollins in a fantastic match where it looked a little bit like Neville could have pulled it off, but thanks to help from the Authority, Rollins beat him. And a bunch of people cried, burial, he's buried. No, he's not. No guy is going to beat the World Heavyweight Champion in their second match on Raw. If you think that's going to happen, you're an idiot. Which leads me to another, this person was buried match, and that was John Cena taking on Stardust and for the U.S. title for Cena's Open Challenge, which I like. Gives mid-card guys a chance to shine against a main event guy. Just like Neville shined against Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes put on a fantastic performance, and Cody and John Cena had the best match. It looked like they did some really close near falls with Stardust, but Stardust lost, of course. They're not going to give the U.S. title to Stardust 2 weeks after John Cena wins it. That would be stupid. And again, Everyone online was crying, "Oh, he's buried, brr, 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 buried." No. Buried is what happens when Zack Ryder can't change a tire for 2 hours. Buried is when someone loses continuously in squash matches to people they should be beating. Not when someone loses one match. You're just an idiot if you think that. And then Sheamus beat Mark Henry. Sheamus has got new music, a new look, new attitude. He's braided his beard. He's got a mohawk. And he's a heel, of course. And it looks like the direction they might be going at the pay-per-view is Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler, which I would love that because Sheamus has a very physical, rough, brutal style, and Dolph Ziggler can make just about anyone look like $1 million. So put those two together, and you have a fantastic match filled with bumping and near falls and just all around good stuff. And then we go to the main event, and you get Ryback, Orton, and Reigns in a triple threat match to see who will go on to Extreme Rules to face Seth Rollins. And they had all had matches early in the night. Randy Orton beat Kane, Ryback beat Luke Harper, and Roman Reigns beat Big Show for the 10,000th time. I mean, seriously, give it up. Big Show's not going to get Reigns over. There's not going to be much that'll get Reigns over. I like him, but I really don't like how they handle him. They're making him out to be this superhero with a billion catchphrases. I can, I will, believe that. No. He should just be a badass that goes out there and beats people and looks like strong. Just a badass. Just someone who is a physical freak going out there and beating the hell out of people. But I've said that about 1 billion times. They don't seem to want to go that direction. They want to give him all the catchphrases and make him out to be a superhero. But they're not going to change their mind on it. And eventually we're going to have to deal with him as champion. Like, that's inevitable. Unless something really changes. But Randy Orton got the win. He's going to go on to Extreme Rules to face Seth Rollins. What type of match is it going to be? Last man standing? Steel cage? Something that they don't do every year at Extreme Rules, maybe? Maybe have an I Quit match. Maybe a TLC match. Which I'm hoping for a TLC match, even though I don't particularly think they would do one outside of the TLC pay-per-view anymore, which is depressing because I'd love to see a TLC match in person. But that does it for Raw. After Raw, Jericho did a live interview with John Cena, podcast style. I don't think he said it's going to be on his podcast this week. I'm not sure. But a basic interview. You could tell they're friends. They talk a lot about John Cena beginning. They talk a lot about how Cena deals with the 50-50 reaction and talk about turning heel. And apparently John Cena would, if they wanted to, would be all on board with going heel. And apparently was prepared to a few years ago during his feud with The Rock and had new music made, had new gear made. and was just gonna go full on head first into being heel. But it didn't happen. And John Cena said he'd have no problem with it as long as there was someone to take his place in doing all the stuff with the kids. And I think that would be the best thing for his career if he went heel. And then in older news, a couple weeks ago, Jeff Jarrett's promotion, Global Force Wrestling, announced they are doing their first tapings in Las Vegas in, I believe, July, which would lead me to believe they either have or are very close to having a TV deal somewhere. And I like that. Jeff Jarrett has a really good mind for the business. Business is in his blood. His dad was actually poised to take over the WWF in '94 if Vince would have gone to prison. And it's not just a rumor thing. It's Vince hired him. Vince put him on the payroll. Vince outright told him, if I go to prison, I'm handing this over to you. So if things went differently in '94, we could have seen a Jerry Jarrett run WWF. Imagine that. And in other TV deal news, I heard a while back Ring of Honor could have a deal on Spike, which would be awesome. I'd love to get into Ring of Honor. And that'll about do it for this week. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, friend me on Facebook. The link will be in the description. Comment with any questions you have. If you put a question in the comments, I will answer it, no matter what it is, wrestling related, non-wrestling related, whatever it is, I'll answer it. And until next time, I will see you all later. Take it easy.